Everybody, good morning. This is Vince Meza with Listings to Leads, and this is our kind of update, a refresher on the platform. We've got some new things that you definitely want to know about. I also want to get you refocused on some of the core things that are getting great results. So let's kind of dive into it right here. When you all log in, you land on this page. This is called the account homepage, and there's a bunch of fun stuff that looks kind of confusing to me. So I want you all to focus on what I'm about to show you right now. On the left-hand top side is a section that says Get Started with Listings to Leads. And Scott and I have been putting a lot of time into this page because it's the first thing we send to our clients because it's everything we think that they should know. And if you're using Listings to Leads or just partially, or if you want to get more business through our platform, I recommend you click this green button where it says Learn More, and it's going to show you what we think you need to know. What we definitely want you to know, what I'm going to show you today, are the top 5 tools that are getting the most results. They are the listing landing page, the social media tools for your seller, the e-flyer for your database, the print flyer for your nearby homeowners, and the home valuation landing page. There are other great tools, but we know that agents get busy and confused. If you can get these 5 going in your business consistently, you will be psyched. I've had people just saying it's changing their business, and I think that's what we'd love to hear from everybody. Down here is also some sections. If you have a CRM and you want to integrate it with your profile so your leads drop in automatically, instructions are there. We have a client review website which will showcase your Zillow reviews. If you have Zillow reviews, I recommend you use this tool. It's really great. We also have an email signature. That's really great also because it embeds in your email and it captures leads. And one of the newest things is we have auto posting for listings here, right? For Facebook, for Twitter, and LinkedIn. And it's really powerful, really is a time saver. So I definitely recommend you use that. And then down here, I want to point out one thing. If you're an agent with one or
Vince, can I interrupt you for a second?
yeah,
Quick question on auto posting. We created a Facebook page. It's called New Homes on the Market, Tampa Bay New Homes on the Market.
yeah,
And they auto-populate, right? All of the listings we get. But
yeah.
can you show, I mean, maybe later or whatever during this webinar, can you show the agents how they can auto-post their listings on their own
Oh
Facebook
yeah,
business page?
yeah. Well, we will do that. We'll do that together. And so remind me of that, Florin. I will try to get that done
Okay.
for you so we can see that.
Okay.
There's one section here that I want you all to know in case you have very few or no listings. There's a page here that says no listing lead generation. This page shows you the tools that are really effective in capturing leads. So if you don't have any of your own listings at the time, there are a few things here that you can use. So I'm just pointing out where it is. These are good instructions to use. And then lastly, in terms of knowing how to use our platform, we have the mastermind group. And if you're not in our secret mastermind group and you want to grow your business, I recommend that you you get in here. And the easiest way to get in here is to find me, Vincent Meza, and just friend me on Facebook and say, Vince, I'm part of, Florin's office. Here you're going to see one of our clients just a few hours ago say he's got some high quality envelopes. He's doing a mailing. I'm going to talk to you about this because this kind of mailing gets the best listing leads that we have seen. We have many tools to capture listing leads. The best are actually coming from this letter. And that letter, by the way, is on this Get Started page. It's the number 4 print flyer for nearby homeowners. So I want you to know what that is. And the mastermind group has told our clients and told us this for a while because, and I probably put, tagged Florin on this a while ago. This letter is something that all of you agents have in your system for every listing. You don't have to use it at every status, but you should use it in at least one status, like just listed, open house, or sold, if this home is in a neighborhood where you want more listings, right? If you're selling a home or you're opening you're holding an open house in a neighborhood where you would like more listings, I recommend that you download this letter and get it in front of people. In Dustin's case, he put it in a high quality black envelope. He put in a nice one-page calendar. He put in one page of his Zillow reviews, and he mailed it to 250 homes. It did cost him $650, but the reason he wrote in our mastermind group is it's its highest ROI because he got 10 listings out of it for 17,000 commission each. That's an awesome ROI. And there are almost 200 comments of other agents who are working this similarly. Some are mailing it, some are just printing it and door knocking it. Some are saying, and Justin here, we're going to talk about Justin a little bit, or Jason, forgive me. When you have an open house, you should, if you want more listings in that neighborhood, you should by all means be using this. And this is what a lot of our clients are doing. So over here, you can search in this mastermind group, and we're going to see that Cheyenne took that same letter, and instead of spending $600, spent 7 of her hours door knocking 200 homes. She got 4 listings out of that. So that's, for me, that's like a day's work, right? To do 1 day's work and get 4 listings out of the month, I think is an awesome thing. And that's why we're excited about it. We're seeing a lot of results from that. That's why it's on our top 5 tools list. And that page is right here on the home page. So one other thing I want to talk about, and I think that most of you don't even know this, is our call to actions. This is your listings page, and I'm logged in as Florence, so we have access to all listings. These listings you can market at different statuses, right? Now here's something that says active, but it's $1,700. My guess is that's a rental, right? So I'm going to change that right here to for lease. And when I do that, Nick, Cindy, and Nicholas Davis are going to get a stack of tools in their email. And they are going to say that they're all going to be now adjusted to saying that it's for lease. So I'm going to change all of these because I don't think you're selling anything for $1,200 out of a REMAX office. So I'm going to change these all to for lease. These tools will now, all the marketing tools for this are going to say for lease on the top right. And to show you what I'm talking about, let's go to this first one here up on Cedarville Drive. And go to the taskbar. And basically you need to log in and go to the task list and use our top, in this case, top 4 tools. All right. And that's because while I keep talking about top 5 tools, 4 of them are used to market listings. 1 is just a standalone home valuation landing page. So the tools are right here. I'm going to click this box here, print flyer for nearby homeowner, and we're missing one here. Oh, we don't have an e-flyer for the database because it's for lease. Okay, so let's focus on these 3 on this one. The number 1 tool that we recommend you use is called the listing landing page. It looks just like this. Now, the way it's presented, it's one image of the home, gives a little bit of information. If you want more, you got to either click this button. If I click that, they're going to get my name and email from Facebook automatically. Or you could present it like this where they have to type in their name and email. But we call it a listing landing page because it's a landing page for one listing only. And so agents take this and they put it on their business page, they put it on community pages. They also put it in another area that you may not be aware of. And I want to point out that if you go to Facebook and you just type in the word buy and sell, you will see, well, number one, you'll see the marketplace. But number 2, you're going to see some other local groups created by local people that are kind of like online garage sales where people can say, hey, I'm selling a chair, I'm selling something. A lot of agents share this tool right here in those pages because it's free. And the point is, the more people you can get to see this page, the more leads you're going to get. All right. So that is the number 1 tool. You can share it this way by clicking the Facebook share button, and it kind of pushes it up to Facebook, and you can write something smart about it, and then you can post it down here. But I'm actually going to focus on setting up auto posting, how Florin and I were talking about just a minute ago. The number two one is a social media for your seller. And actually, what, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. This is like really giving me this one, I think because it's for lease, it has a different task list. So I'm going to get away from this and let's go jump into Jason's open house, because that will have all the tools that we need to talk about. And Jason has an open house happening, and I don't think that we're getting your open house data automatically. So this is how you set an open house. And before I go and click and do it, I want to remember June 30th, 1 to 4 p.m. So once I do this, Jason, you don't need to do it, but you will get a stack of tools. Watch what I'm doing now, because I'm going to show you what tools you need to use and how to use them. All right. So click edit on your listing if you have an open house. Click over here where it says open house and click the date box. Say it's on the 30th, 1 to 4 p.m. All you got to do is save. Now at this point, this will take a second to save. We're going to send you 3 emails. One is a stack of tools. The other is 2 tools for your client. You can get to those same tools by going straight over to the task list. But I just want you to know that they're there. So now we can talk about the 4 major tools, which is tools for your social media, your seller's social media, the e-flyer for your database, and the print flyer for your nearby homeowner. As a repeat, that's these 4 tools, 4 of the top 5, okay? So that's how you get 4 of the top 5. It's actually not by checking these boxes. All that checking this box does is puts a little calendar date here to remind you that you did it. To actually do the work, you got to click in here. And now this is the listing landing page, and now it's not for lease, it's open house. So the same tool has a different look and kind of a different call to action. Open house is being time sensitive, you got a ticking time clock there, right? So if they click this, you're gonna get their name and email, they're gonna be dropped on the single property website. They have information, you have contact information. That's really what we're after. And the next tool is the seller's social media. And this is a very powerful tool, not only for getting buyers, but also more importantly for getting referrals. Because this home is open house, it's designed for buyers. But you see over here, you can market this home as sold once it's sold. Then the call to actions change and they become designed to get more listings for sellers. But right now, it's an open house, and I want you to see what happens, what you should do here. You can go here and copy this information between the 2 red lines at the bottom here. Whatever you do, you can open up the email as well, because like I mentioned, we send you 3 emails. One of those emails is the letter that I just copied. Forward that to your client, email it to them, and call them for 5 seconds and say, hey, homeowner, please put this on your wall. I'm doing a lot of things. We want more people at your open house, more offers, selling at higher price, all that. And when they put that on here, this is what happens. Now, let's say I was a homeowner, right? Vincent Mason and Jason at REMAX Premier Group is doing a lot of marketing for our open house. And so what's happening is if any of my friends or family or colleagues that I'm communicating with on Facebook, when they log in, they're going to see that I said I've got an open house, that my home is for sale, that my home was just listed, or possibly that my home was just sold. And when somebody clicks on that picture, what pops up but the single property website? And the single property website has all of this information on the home, right? It's got the schools, the prints, the maps, the details. It's got links to my website. And also this will pop up here. That is another way to capture a lead. So we've done two things with one tool. We've got your name in front of your clients, friends, and family, and these are the people that you want to get referrals from. And two, we've got a way for you to get more buyers. So we send that to you automatically, but you can also just go straight to it right here in the task list, right? Now, the e-flyer for your database is something that you don't have to use for every listing. You can if you want to, or every listing at every status. But what I do want you to do, and what our clients are getting in the habit of doing, is dropping this into their CRM once a week. And it looks like this. It's a flyer. You see some gray lines on the side. That's really for formatting because it's in an editor. It's really a flyer that says, we have an open house. It's on Sunday from 1 to 4. And if you want information on that open house, you can click this link and go there. But also at the bottom, right below, it says, when it's sold, it will affect your home value. And you can also say, it says, I would like to invite you for getting your home value with today's modern technology right here. So they can click this link or this photo and get to a home value page, and then Jason would get more listing leads, right? This is actually a really high quality lead for listings. There are other tools, and to show you what other tools are, let me just click on this real quickly. And let's go to this one. One of the top tools is the property valuation landing page. And it looks like this, all right? This is the reason why 5 to 10 realtors across the United States sign up on our website to get this one page. Because they can take this and they can put it on Facebook and say, I want everybody in Wesley Chapel to find out what is your Wesley Chapel home worth, right? That's why this tool is on our top 5 list, because it's a really powerful tool. It gets a lot of listing leads. But if you take this and you put it on Facebook, you might be successful at getting a lot of listing leads. A lot of our clients can get, 20, 30, even 100 listing leads a week, depending on how much they invest on the ad. But the higher quality listing leads actually come from this email blast. So you'll get fewer leads this way, but you'll get higher quality. All right. And on that same note, the print flyer for nearby homeowners looks exactly like, well, kind of exactly like the flyer I just showed you, the e-flyer, but this is a print flyer. And it says kind of the same thing, except it says you got to type it in, right? To get more information, go here. And the thing about this page is this has the highest quality listing leads of any tool I've seen, definitely by us and I think by other companies, because there are many companies that have a landing page like this. There's Bold, Prime Value, Home Seller. There's a stack of companies that have this, and they all charge way more than us to have this. Some will charge you hundreds of dollars a month to put this on there and sell you a few ads. Doesn't matter what's going on. If you're putting this on Facebook and getting leads, we know that works. But we also know that if you door knock with this or mail this to homes in the area where you're selling a home, you're going to get better and higher quality listing leads. Jason, you have this in your email. I recommend you print off 50 or 100 of these and have a little walk. These are the 4 tools that you should by all means be using for every listing at every status. And remember, the e-flyer, you don't need to use at every listing at every status. Just get an e-flyer in your CRM on your the people that you're dripping on once a week. Now, because it's an open house, there's also another good tool called the sign-in feedback form. Jason, you have this in your mailbox too. Get the Wi-Fi for the house. And if you don't have Wi-Fi, try to get a hotspot. And have a laptop or an iPad there. Because you know how agents like to say, hey, please sign your name on this little piece of paper here and we'll follow up with you. If you ask people when they walk in, say, hey, we'd really love your feedback. If you could just drop it here on this little laptop, we'd appreciate it. All they got to do is hit a couple toggles here, give your name and email, bam. Once they say yes, it even says I'm a neighbor just doing research or I have an agent. the consumer gets a mobile optimized single property website of this home, courtesy of you, with all your lead gen automatically, and you get a lead. And so I want to point this email or this whole thing out because remember I was talking about our mastermind group and I said, oh, it's a great place to be and stuff like that. You all got to get in this mastermind group, and if you're not in it, look for me. My name is Vincent Meza. I'm in Lafayette, California. Friend me. And then when I accept it, just say, hey, I'm with REMAX with Florin, and I will get you in the group. It's a secret group, so you can't find it, and it's just a real pain to get in. But what I was trying to tell you is that our open house marketing is really, really, really powerful. And one lady, we actually know this from many folks, but one lady came in here just a few months ago and told us what she had done with it. And I think you should find this lady's article. Because she said, I did a 3-day coming soon campaign, then I switched it to active, then I pushed the post to my sellers, and we both posted in neighborhood community pages. I've shown you how to do all these things. I have a text to sell writer on my signs. I sent out the neighborhood letter. I just showed you that to the nearest 250 homes. Total marketing time 7 days, 82 leads, 10 text to sell, 60 people at my open house, multiple offers. A neighbor who attended my open house told me how impressed they were with my letter and text code. Also said I was ahead of 99% of agents doing that. And then another agent, of course, said, hey, I'm blown away by how many people you got in this open house. To say I'm thrilled is an understatement. Kathleen used the tools that I am showing you right here that Jason actually has in his mailbox right now. She also, however, before she changed the open house, and remember, Jason, we set up the open house at the beginning. You could have gone through those same tasks. And right here, Jason, you've got it coming soon. So I'm hoping that you're using our system and that you used one of the tools, but I'm going to check these others because you want to use these other tools whenever you can, right? But that's kind of the point is she went through and posted this as coming soon. Then it changed and she updated the status to just listed. And this is all in the matter of just a week. So she just did it really quickly, and you can change the status by going just listed right here. And then she went over and added the open house and got just a great amount of results. So use the system at various stages, right? So if we look here on the task list, yes.
It's Terry Dusack. Can I ask you one really quick question on that topic right there?
Yes.
On the coming soon, you have to manually enter your listing on that, yes or no?
Yes.
And once you do, whenever the feed, once it goes active and the feed pushes it through to listings to leads, what happens then? Does it mess it up?
There will be two. What you should do then is click this edit button. Go down to the bottom and merge the listing.
Gotcha.
With the new one, or vice versa. Okay. It'll only let you do it one way, so you merge it in one direction or the other, so that you don't have two in there, and you're not, you don't have a bunch of dead links out on the internet.
Okay, and then when the status changes to pending, it automatically will then start to pick up the automatic feeds, correct?
No, I don't think your listings are, because I don't see your open houses coming in automatically, and I don't see anything pending or sold. So if something goes pending, go here, click this button, change it to pending.
You got it. Okay, that's what I needed. Thank you, my dear.
No problem. So I want to go back. I think I saw that on the coming soon. On the 14th, Jason had already marketed it, right? So he took this and I don't know what he did with it. He shared it, right? He might have went right here and clicked the Facebook button and said, hey, and I'll do this real quickly. Hey, everyone. This will be on the market soon. Updated kitchen. Great schools. Right. And you should know, if you don't know this, that it's better to put these things in this kind of like outline format. All right. People just are seeing this a little bit easier. And it's also good to put some emojis. And that might sound silly to you. It always sounds silly to me when I say it. But we know, and many people know, that people will click on emojis, on post with emojis, much faster than when, if they don't, right? So you want to be able to get emojis in, right? Now, when we turn on auto posting, or if you turn on auto posting with us, you're going to find that we automatically put in emojis, right? And that's going to help you get people to, because you don't have to do this. All the stuff that I'm doing while I'm talking here, I'm kind of doing, a half-assed job with it, right? Because I'm talking to you and I'm thinking of 30 things at once. But I'm just trying to give you an idea of what you kind of should do. But what I really want you to do, and then you post to Facebook, and then this gets up here, and I'm going to post to Facebook, and then we'll go look at it in a minute. What you really should do, found last week that my MLS ID was incorrect and I was not auto feeding. Oh, I see a question. Right. Hashtags are not popular. That's right. Yeah. So we got some questions coming in. So, Adam said he found, it was Sim left, but I wonder if everyone was. Oh, interesting. We will check on that. Florin, if you have the ability, would you send me an email, or send support an email to say, please check our list hub connection, the MLS changed, because maybe that is happening. What Adam is saying is that his MLS ID changed because your MLS kind of transitioned to Stellar, and so the connection could be broken. On the post, what we were saying earlier, what Florin was saying is, let's go over now to my personal page. That hashtags, I didn't put any hashtags here, right? So yes, you're right. They're not indexed by Facebook. But I don't think people are against seeing hashtags. They sort of recognize what they are. So, if it's easy to do, I wouldn't worry about it. But Twitter and LinkedIn indexes hashtags, meaning that people who are not even following you will notice your post because they might be interested in a hashtag like Wesley Chapel or real estate, right? That you might write on that. Now, I didn't write any because on Facebook it's actually not necessary. But I also wanted to point out that we can do this for you automatically. So I want to show you how you set up auto posting automatically. And each of you can do this for your own account. And I would highly recommend that you do this. You all go to your profile. Now, Jason, I'm going to work in your profile just because we've been working on your listings, and I don't want you to panic, because what I'm going to do here will oh, what? Did you set it up? We'll remove if I put my own stuff in there. Click on auto posting, check all of these boxes, and click save. Then go to Facebook and click this connect button, and I'm going to do it right here. And Jason, we're going to delete this as soon as I'm done, but I want everybody to see this process. Do it on your own computer and click continue to Facebook. And what this does is this takes us to Facebook, and click continue as Vincent Meza. Right now, I know that's your private page, so you may not want, I know you're getting spooked. we're not posting to your personal page. Choose the pages where you want us to market to. La Miranda, for me, it's this one and this one, right? And then click next. And then just say yes to all this. We don't do anything with your account. And then click OK, we're set up. So there's about 3 clicks, right? You got to choose the pages. We can post to multiple business pages and community pages. Once you've done that, it brings you here. You click in this second box and you click this one, and then you click it again and this one, and this tells listings to leads what pages to auto post to. Now, I think you auto posted over here. And now for Facebook, it's actually not terribly important to put hashtags, but I put them anyway because I just think people visually look at them. Now, Jason might have his own tag, his own thing that he wants everybody to see, a brand that he's building, right? Like Jason, the Rockstar Realtor, right? That wherever he's marketing, he wants that out there. Then he should type it right here with a hashtag and save it. And then we will auto post that to his page, right? So I'll save it. Yeah, okay, well, there it is. I'm going to save it right now. And let's go over to, let's copy that hashtag because we want to use it in all areas. So you would go to Twitter, and I guess he's connected. I think you're connected here, Jason, as the office, which is cool, but you might want to connect also to your own Twitter page. And then here, if you have a LinkedIn, connect there, copy this here and paste here. And LinkedIn is a great place for buyers and sellers. Agents don't typically do it, but we can do it automatically for you. So I'm going to go back to Facebook and I'm going to disconnect my account. And Jason, I recommend that you go in and connect these all to your own personal accounts because I think Florin is already auto posting to Facebook on your for the whole office. So I'm going to sign out of your office account real quickly, and I'm going to sign in as me because I want you all to see what auto posting does, because just getting to social media and doing it correctly is for some people kind of a heavy lift, right? And doing it automatically is awesome because automatic means you don't have to touch it. So you do have to set up your profile. And I do recommend, even if you have like 5 people following you on LinkedIn and Twitter, because of the way we put hashtags, you're going to get more people to see it. So I just recommend you build that network and get more leads with it. So I've got an open house here, just like Jason has one that we set up in his. So I'm going to click on that taskbar. And I want to go to the first task, which is the listing landing page. And notice that it says it was auto posted, right? So if I click on Facebook, this will show us how listings to leads auto posted my listing to Facebook. So we'll wait here while it pulls up. I'll have a sip of coffee. Yeah. So it looks like this. Now, it says it's auto posted to listings to leads. That would not be the case. It would be auto posted to Jason's business page, right? It says open house in the city. Now here it says for demo purposes only because it's a demo tool. It's got a little bit of information. It's got hashtags. If you add more hashtags on the auto posting section of listings to leads, it's going to look like that. But then we put a nice picture of the home. If you click on this, what happens? It opens up the listing landing page. And as you know, the listing landing page is one of the top tools for capturing buyer leads for you. So I definitely recommend that you turn on our social media and that you use it. Because once you set it up, all you need to do is, well, your listing is going to auto flow in. Just update, go from active to pending, and then later go from pending to sold. We're going to auto post for you. We're going to send you those tools. If you got an open house, click edit and get the open house tools to you. If you follow the steps I'm showing you, you're going to get a lot of leads. You're going to, and also I want to show you, remember the number 2 tool? I'll bring us back to that getting started page where I'm talking about the top 5 tools. I said the e-flyer for your seller's social media. When a home is sold, our call to action is totally different, because it's definitely different from an open house. There's nothing time sensitive, right? It's sold. So why would you market a property that's sold with listings to leads? Well, if you open up the email and you forward what's between the red lines, it's easier than I'm doing it here on the computer. And you put this out on your, you email this to your client and say, client, would you please put this on your wall for me? I just sold your home, and I hope you're all happy and you're able to move on. But please put this on your wall, right? And let's see what it looks like. Auto post to Instagram. Is it a feature that's coming soon? No, Florin. And that's because there is no way to post directly to Instagram like that, because it's a phone-based app. But if you have your business page connected to Instagram, you can boost stuff like this. And sometimes it just auto flows over to Instagram. So to finish what I was saying, this is the social media for your seller. And as you can see, it says our home just sold, and we want to recommend Vincent, right, at L2L Realty, for doing an excellent job. And here is his phone number and email. Now, if one of their friends click on that picture, it's not the listing landing page with a ticking time clock. It's the single property website, giving you a little bit of detail on the home, or a lot of detail, right? This is mobile optimized, but what's great is the call to action here says that home sold and that affected your home value. To get your free value, click here, right? And this is a great tool that we automatically send you as long as you switch your listing over to sold, because it tells one that your client has that your client is recommending you with your phone number and email, and two, it's got a tool there that can help you get listing leads, right? So we've done this in Facebook because everybody's kind of communicating with their friends and family and colleagues in Facebook, right? That's a given. And even if you're not, your target market is. So I definitely recommend that you use this stuff and that you become friends with your client as soon as you sign that listing contract. All right. There's one other tool. I'm going to show it to you here. It is not on our top 5 list. It is on the listings page. But since we're talking about a just sold property and we're talking about referrals, I want you to know, does anybody here have reviews on Zillow? Are you getting reviews from your clients on Zillow? Just put it in the chat panel there. Jason does. Okay, well, we'll go over there and look at Jason's page there. Okay, so there's a client review website. It's on the top of the listings page. And we can open it right here. And it has, in my case, this is my page, all of my reviews, right? Right in the middle. And on the left, it's got all my favorite lead gen links pointing to my website. And on the right, it's got all my listings. And if I click on any of those, it's a single property website that's going to capture leads for me. So what do I do with this? Whenever you get a new review, copy this link and take it to your page and paste it there. And tag your client, right? And say, hey, Scott, or whatever your client's name is, and tag them. It's not tagging here because my internet is acting weird or something. But, you know, thanks for the great review, and sugarcoat that and say all the nice things, right? And then share it. Because that big picture of another 5-star Zillow review is going to show up. It only works with Zillow, that's correct. Is going to show up on Facebook. And all of your client, in my case being Scott, all of his friends and family and colleagues on Facebook are going to see that he gave me a great review. And when they click that, you know what happens. The listing page that I just showed you pops up, and that's all about me and capturing leads. So I definitely want you to know how to use that. So let's go over and, hold on, I'm in the wrong place. Sign out. Give me a second, guys. I got to sign back in. There are some other ways of getting your reviews to show up in our system. That is an API, kind of a software plugin that Zillow created. There are no other companies that have done anything like that. So we don't have that for other companies. But I will show you kind of a way of doing that, of a workaround. So we're back in your office account, and I'm gonna go find Jason again. Now, when you log in, it's kind of a different look, but you all have a profile page, and this kind of gets me to the profile page. And what I want to see is preferences, and Jason's got his on, so it says show Zillow reviews, right? And we can see that in the lead gen signature, and this is his signature. And if at the bottom are his reviews. So let's click here. So here we have it. All of Jason's listings on the right. And you can keep your sold listings in there. And those are going to be great, helpful for getting more listing leads. All the reviews up here. So, Jason, you might want to copy this link and tag your clients who gave you reviews last year, right? And say, hey, I want to thank you. Because now when you do that, again, all their friends and family are going to see that. And they're going to see all the listings you have currently for sale. They're also going to see these links over here that say Wesley Chapel homes for sale. Let's click that and see what that's driving. So that's driving to the office, right? To the office website. You can control those yourself, but this looks like a good website here. So if you don't have a good website, it's smart to drive traffic right to that. But if you do want to control your own lead links, you click on lead links here and you update them here. And then those become part of your signature. Any lead link that is checked here is the one that shows up, become your default links on all your listings and in your email signature and also in your client review website. All right. So kind of a mouthful there. For everyone else, it's the same thing. So if you have Zillow reviews, you can go here. Now, I'm going to work in this section here because somebody asked, what can I do if I don't have reviews on Zillow, if I have them somewhere else? There's a section called tabs. And there's two things that people often do here. And I would recommend that you might want to do this. One is they click add a tab and they say, work with me, right? Or why work with me, right? Or reviews. Maybe you just call it reviews. And what you can do is copy those reviews that you're getting somewhere else and paste them in here. And then you associate this by checking this box to all new listings. And you also assign it to all active listings. So your reviews will show up as a tab on the top of your tools and go there and go there. Now, there's another reason why people create tabs when it says regarded to reviews, and that's if you have video content. So do any of you ever bring your client into the office and you close on a house and everything is done and they're excited and you whip out your smartphone and take a video? If you hold that phone and you hold it horizontally and you shoot a video of your client saying, "You are awesome," take that video and upload it to YouTube. And then get the hyperlink from YouTube and put it right here. And when you do that, when people click on the reviews tab, it will show that video running right there. All right. Let me show you where the tabs show up. We can see that by going to listings. So that's maybe a little bit techie and stuff like that. If you go to the single property website and you can click tools and get there, the single property website have a number of tabs automatically by default, right? They have the photos, they have the property description, they have the maps, free home values, but you can also have it say reviews, right? Or work with me kind of thing, right? And then that's how it will work. All right. So that tab will be right up here, and whether you put in an outline of your reviews or you put in a video of your reviews, it would be there. Now, speaking of video, are any of you investing in a professional videographer or Matterport, or anything like that. Ah, okay. Florin learned something new today. Good. All right, I'm not getting any answers there. If you did, if in the future you got a videographer who's going to do a video for you, you can embed that by going to edit. BombBomb. Oh, wow. What do you want to talk about BombBomb, Florin? Yeah, a lot of our clients. Well, yeah. What is it that you're thinking with BombBomb?
Can we take our videos from BombBomb and plug them in there or no?
If you can upload the videos from BombBomb to YouTube, then yes, but you can't take it directly.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now I'm on a listing, and I've got, and you can embed a YouTube video here too. And somebody is saying I use iGuide. I don't know what iGuide is. Adam, what is iGuide? And BombBomb. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So if this is a listing, you can edit photos. You can edit video or 3D tour. If it's a video, just paste in the video here, like YouTube. If it's a 3D code, it's like Matterport. Got it, Adam. Then click embed code and put it here. And then that tool that you're investing in will show up inside the single property website. And that's good because I don't know about the one you're talking about, Adam, but I know that Matterport is almost useless in capturing leads. It's great in looking really cool and techy, but it's not helping agents get more buyers. So if you're going to invest in that, it's better to leverage our platform, which is surrounded by lead gen for you, and put it and embed it in this tool, and then share this tool. That's my recommendation to all of you. And so you can do that at the listing level. And also you can create tabs at your own account level if you want like your testimonials or things to go out. So guys, that's kind of my story. Are there any other questions for you? Oh, I do have one more story, but we're about 10 minutes from the top of the hour. Yeah, okay, there's a good question there. So somebody is asking, once you capture leads, what's a good thing to do? And that's going to remind me, that's reminding me of two things. It's reminding me of how we capture the lead, but also just that straight up question, what's the best way to respond? So let me see where I am, because I'm getting a little bit like running in circles here. All right, let me finish this. Let me finish where I am, because there's something new that you need to know about. And let me finish this. Yeah. I will click on that in a minute. Okay. So when I told you when you get started to get on the Get Started page and the number 5 tools and home valuation page, that page is on the listings page. It's called Property Valuation Plus. And let's see here, it's right here. And we have one here for Land O'Lakes. We have one here for Seven Oaks, right? So it looks like this, right? Seven Oaks, I think Florin created this. He didn't customize it. You definitely want to put a picture of something other than that coffee cup in the background. But what I want you to know is you need to click edit on every home valuation landing page and click advanced options and click, give me a second, follow-up. Speaking of follow-up, if you're getting listing leads with email addresses, you need to check that box so that every month we send that lead an updated value of their home. We send it from your email address, not from us. And it's got your contact information at the bottom, not ours. But it also has a little calendar in there where they can schedule an appointment with you. And the thing is, that question about, do that one more time. Get to the landing pages. You should all have multiple landing pages that are the type of Property Valuation Plus. These are the best pages for capturing leads. Once you've created it, click Edit. And when you click Edit, you should definitely be changing the background picture. Florian's probably just testing this out. You want a picture of something remarkable, or just everybody knows in Seven Oaks in the background. You change that right here. And under Advanced Options, you click Follow Up. And you check this box to send a monthly email first week, and you click Save. Our clients are getting listing appointments out of nowhere with that because they're getting leads, and if they're remotely trained at converting leads, they're going to start trying to contact those leads, and those leads kind of go, they ghost, they just disappear. But they actually fill that out for a real reason. They just didn't want to talk to you that day. But when they get that automated email 3 or 4 or 5 times, they're like, you know what, I really need to get on this. And they just start creating appointments. Not a ton, but we've got clients all over the place getting listing appointments by just turning that thing on. So if you're running home value ads or using our home valuation landing pages anywhere, turn that on. All right. So let's talk a couple things about lead. Well, there's 2 things that I want to talk about regarding lead conversion. One thing, and it was actually your question, what's the best way to convert leads? That reminds me of something that I had ignored or forgot to tell you before we started the call. But you know how when you log into Listings Leads, you go into My Account and you log in up here? Well, down below, you can actually see our blog where we get our best ideas and we share them. Now, I want to point out 2 articles: How to Generate High Quality Seller Leads. If you don't know about this, I want you all to know about this because I think you'd be in good shape if you were getting high quality listing leads, right? And this list, and I've actually talked about this, but I just sent this article to you. If you review this and start to put that in your business, you're going to be happy about that. Now, another thing down here, you have to go to the next one because we've been writing a few blogs. Let's see here. I know Facebook. One of these articles is actually, lead follow-up tips from successful agents. So we get this information. Sometimes Scott he'll interview our clients and we'll actually get it that way. So I actually just shared that with you in the chat panel. I recommend that you get those 2 articles. We have a lot of clients that generate a lot of leads with us, and a lot of those clients are actually really good at converting those leads. So they are sharing with us what's going on. And let's see here. You see this article with a fish, or what to know about Facebook ad changes? You definitely need to see this article. In case you don't know, I wonder if you put it right here. I guess he put it in a video. Let me just list to you right now the 4 major problems that Facebook has thrown at real estate advertisers in probably the last 90 days. If you don't know this, you can get your account shut down. And I mean not like your ad not approved, your whole business page gets shut down. And trying to get that turned back on, I have not heard of anybody doing that. They just give you a link and you can email them support and never hear another thing again. But there are 4 things in running an ad that are creating trouble for people. And to show you what those are, I'm actually going to go and create an ad, and it's all in one area. It's how you're targeting people. And the reason that this has changed is you may know that Facebook has had some scrutiny by the government because they were running illegal HUD ads. It wasn't that they were running them, they were allowing realtors to run them. And also they were having election tampering. So these 2 things are putting some heat on Facebook, and Facebook is responding by saying, well, we're going to knock people out if they make any mistake like this. And let me show you where those mistakes can occur. And it's important that you know this. And Florin, I hope you know this. And if you are distracted, please kind of refocus now, because this is a real issue. When you are creating an audience, this is really what got folks in trouble. When you create the audience, and we'll give it a second for it to sort of open up, it always by location, it defaults to the United States, at least if we live in the United States. But what they don't want you to do is narrow that down. I live in the town of Lafayette, California. Now, it's a small town. It's like 24,000 people, right? And this town, this city, is covered by one zip code. That, if you can see, oh, hold on, what happened? Sorry, I rolled my mouse. Give me a second. On the map, that area that's shaded is Lafayette, all right? And if I were to run the ad with that zip code, I would be at a high risk of getting my account shut down. To remove that risk, I could get rid of that zip code and type in Lafayette. Hold on. California, right here, right? Same place, same area of Facebook. I'm going to just say in this current city. And I would do this if I'm running a listing lead, right? I'm running a seller ad. So this also targets the exact same people, but for some reason, if I type in the word Lafayette, I'm okay. If I type in the zip code, I'm at risk of having my account shut down. The other area is age. And this is really kind of, how do you say? This is something that we have trained to always change the age, because we don't want teenagers clicking our ads, right? I get that. The problem is that is also getting people's accounts shut down. Now, what you should have known is you should never be running ads as a realtor and specifying gender. But oddly enough, so many agents were that they've got lawsuits at Facebook because of that. So never, if you're in real estate, run an ad poking on gender, right? No, that's crazy, but that's the way the world is, Lauren. People are just targeting gender on when they're running an ad on Facebook. Yeah. So do not do that. Please do not do that. All right. Now, there's one more area that it comes into demographics. And actually, I never train, and Scott and I never train about demographics. If you know about demographics, great. If you don't, doesn't matter to me, because our clients have a lot of success not even knowing what that is. But let me just type in Google. And I type in Google because across the bay here is like a town of Sunnyvale and Mountain View and all this. And Google is building this like incredible, large, futuristic place where they're going to hire thousands of people. Now, it would kind of make sense that if I have homes for sale in that area, I might want to target people who work for Google, right? Because they're going to be interested. They're not going to want to deal with a commute, all that. That is a really quick way of getting your account shut down. Targeting by employer is a real problem. Don't do that. Don't target by gender, don't target by age, and don't target by employer, and don't target by zip code. All right? Now, you can still target by title, right? I don't know if I would, because sometimes things change real fast and then you're in trouble and you don't know it. But you can do that if you want to. I think people also target by net worth and stuff like that. I don't really know where they get that data. What do we set the age to? You don't even touch it, Jason. It's a little bit of a wider shot. It is still 18 to, just leave it default. Just leave it default. And actually, when you run the ad, they actually, they don't even show, when you actually do it, I did an ad last night, and they kind of changed it themselves to 21. Yes, it is okay to target by interest. Yes. We shouldn't put the zip code. You can put a radius. Yes. I showed you an ad where I didn't have a radius, and that's what I do for property valuation ads. Okay. If I'm running an ad for what is your Lafayette home worth, I only want people who live in Lafayette to see it. So I don't want a radius, and that's why I took the radius out there. In the past, I might have done it with a zip code, right? But you can't use zip code, so I'm doing Lafayette with no radius. If I have an open house in Lafayette, I definitely want a radius, right? I want, and I can't see it here, right? I probably want a 25-mile radius because I want people in San Francisco to know that I've got a home for sale in Lafayette. Because you know what? I lived in San Francisco when I bought my home in Lafayette. Because one, I was tired of the city, too much traffic, and it's freezing cold with the fog. So I bought in a warmer place. And that's, and maybe I was getting married with kids and all that. I want to get out of town and have nice neighborhoods and schools. So that's what that radius does. There's nothing wrong with radius, Stacy. There is definitely something wrong with a zip code. All right, guys, any more questions? You are welcome, Stacy. Everybody, I got to remind you, if you are not in our mastermind group, you got to get in our mastermind group. See what we're doing. See what our clients are doing. Yes, we do share our latest stuff there. I didn't even get into it, but we can auto post these property valuation landing pages to your, it's right here. It's brand new auto posting. We can post that to your business page too. If you do not know this, you should be posting a home value landing page every weekend on Facebook for minimally $30. And I'm going to show you the number one mistake that agents make when running a home valuation landing page. Where it right beneath where you set up the audience, there's a section that says placements. When you're running a home value ad, trying to get listing leads, click edit placements, click all, click mobile to turn off mobile. You only want this ad to run on a desktop. If you don't do that, if you forget what I tell you or you just ignore it, you will find that you will get a lot of clicks, but nobody filling it out because you don't know, was that person driving a car? Were they in line at Starbucks? Were they sitting on a call like this and ignoring the guy talking? You don't know what they were doing, but if they were at a desktop, well, they saw it right there and they had some time to think about it on their desktop. So guys, that's all I got for today. If there are no more questions, thank you so much.
Thank you, Vince. I'm sure you're going to give me the recording, and then I'm going to post that, guys, on Converse on the Listings to Leads tab, and then you can go and review it when I'll get it back.
You're welcome, Terry. And yes, Florin, I will get this to you as quickly as possible. Oh, wait. Do we put zip codes on that last page you showed us? I gotta answer this. Is this the page you're talking about? Oh, here. Sorry. We were talking about auto posting and it said zip code. Yes. Yeah. Yes, you can. So there's a support post about this. I actually don't know how this all works. There's nothing wrong with putting the zip code here. We need it here for our reasons. You're welcome, Patrick. But look at the support post. It'll tell you how to set this whole thing up. Automating that is going to make it easier. I will tell you this. Automating the post to your business page is great. But you still need to go there and boost it, especially for sellers. Actually, for anything that you want a lot of people to see, go there and boost it, right? Or else just run an ad in the old manual way. All right, everybody. Again, thanks so much for your time, and I appreciate all your questions. It really helps all of us understand the platform. Get in our mastermind group. Find me, Vincent Meza, Lafayette, California. I'll get you in the group if you're not in it already, and stick with it. Get in our 5 top tools. I've had people even tell me this week it has changed the shape of their business. So take care, everybody. Good luck and enjoy the summer.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.